needs out of a guy. He's a work in progress. He's a guy that continually works to improve himself. Holy cow. If I had a dime for every time I tried to improve myself, I'd have like $1.80. It's amazing. You basically need to continually strive to do better. Strive for excellence all the time. Strive. Don't ever lose sight. That's the word. Don't ever lose sight of excellence. Continually strive for excellence, and even if you're not reaching it, strive for it. And if you don't reach it, don't complain about it. Don't complain about it. Don't tell people that you're failing. Nobody wants to hear somebody talk about being a failure. I can only imagine somebody on a first date, how they ever got there on the first date. It's probably set up by their mom or their neighbor or something like that. They're sitting down and they never actually had a conversation before, and they're sitting there, and the guy starts complaining about his job and his life and his car and all of the things that go wrong in his life, and she just sits there and goes, "How in the hell did I get in this situation?" Now think of the opposite of that, where a guy sits down with a young woman, and he starts asking her question about her life, and she starts complaining about all the things that go wrong in her life. He wants to bolt just as much as she does. This is not just for the man. This is for both of you. So you sit there and you explain all the great things that are in your life without boasting is really, I think, what it comes down to. A mature, confident man is funny but never foolish. Women love to laugh. I don't understand it. It's like one of the sexiest things that happen to a woman. They really absolutely love it when a guy is witty and intelligently funny. They don't like, she has to point out about discriminatory jokes. Used to work in old sitcoms, but they don't work these days because nobody wants to hear that. We're all so incredibly sensitive to race these days. I mean, we weren't until 2008. We were all pretty much okay with the way that the races were going, but changes in political people changed how everyone perceived the races, and now today the whole racism thing it's like it's in everything. I don't even know how many times this girl has even mentioned racism or races or anything to do with that stuff. It's it doesn't belong in a date at all. Be funny, make a girl laugh. She loves to laugh, but don't tell sex jokes. Nobody wants to hear that on the first date. Super self-sufficient. Okay, super self-sufficient. That's a guy that can take care of himself. It means that he's not clingy. He's not going to take, he keeps his bathroom clean. His clothes are clean. They're folded. They're not wrinkled. They're hung up. He takes care of his car is clean. He has his own place. He buys his own food. Maybe has his own dog, takes care of it. I mean, that's really super sexy for a girl, especially a young girl, 20, 25 years old. She meets a guy who actually has his own place, has a job that is adequate enough for him to maybe buy his own home, buy his own car, have all his own furnishings. Maybe they're not new, but has his own furnishings. That's a guy that's self-sufficient. That's a guy that's confident. A guy that lives with his mom or dad or mom and dad is not being taken care of by himself. Somebody else is taking care of him, and the girl doesn't want to take care of him. She wants a man who can be on an equal playing field, pretty much with them, or a guy that can take care of her. A man with a plan. Ugh. Aren't ambition and passion always attractive? Okay, so I could give you a step-by-step plan on what it takes to get from the first date into a situation where you have a ring on your finger. I have a lot of information, and I could tell you all about that, but you should never listen to me and get that on your own, because every woman is different, every man is different, and you have to do it your way. So you have to figure it out on your own. You can hear what I have to say and try to figure it out, but okay, ambition, which means I have two sons. I have one that's really ambitious. He works really hard. And another one who is really smart and believes the world ought to take care of him. And I don't understand where that came from exactly. I'm a little worried about that, and I probably shouldn't even mention it. I should probably erase it, but there it is. It's out there. I doubt he'll ever hear this, and if he does, I'm sorry about that. I'm really sorry, but I had to say it. Ambition is so incredibly important, and I perceive that someone who has a job, who goes to the job, who wants to get a promotion, who wants to get a better job, has ambition. Whereas somebody who goes to work, I don't mean to belittle someone who takes a job as a postman, but this is just an example. Someone who gets a job that is like, I already said postman, so I might as well go ahead with it. Somebody gets a job as a postman, and he's delivering mail, and all he does for the rest of his life, 40 years, 45 years, 50 years, is deliver mail, has no ambition. He got the job as a postman, and he's doing the same job every single day for the rest of his life. There's really nothing wrong with that. I mean, I sometimes wish I had that kind of life where I could have gotten a job that I could have been secure with all my life and did that job my entire life, and I never had to want for anything because I knew how much money I had, I knew how much that I could spend, and I knew what my means were. Okay, but ambition is a different thing. Ambition is someone who never really sees the ends of what the possibilities are. And I mean, what I mean by that is that you're driving down the road in that old car that you have, and you look ahead, and there is a car that you like. This is just a car thing, okay? Because guys relate to cars. And so you look up at this car, and let's just say it's something that is potentially affordable. Maybe it's a Mustang convertible. And right now you're driving this 4-cylinder Toyota Tercel, and you think I'd really like to have an 8-cylinder Mustang convertible with a stick shift. That would be really cool. Blue or red, orange, maybe yellow. That would be awesome. One day I'm going to have one of those. He puts his mind to it, and he works for it, and he gets it. That's a man who has ambition. That's a man with a plan. And the same could go for anything, whether it's a car, whether it's a house with a pool, whether it's a wife and 2 kids, whether or not it's that apartment that overlooks the beach over, on the island. It could be any of those things. Someone who has those kinds of desires, who knows what they might want out of life, things to do, places to go, that kind of thing, that guy right there, that guy's got ambition. But somebody else who doesn't have that, who just kind of expects that they're going to get into the corporate world and they're going to churn away at a desk, answering questions, putting widgets together or something like that, has no ambition. And that can't possibly be super sexy for a woman. It's got to be something that they can't possibly like that. But maybe there's other things about the guy that's really super great. But I don't know. In good shape. This is the last one. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. I might read this whole thing to you. Physical fitness matters. And no, that doesn't mean having a washboard, abs, or biceps. A healthy and fit man is one who is concerned with his health and longevity. He wants to lead a good life and is taking steps to ensure the same. This is what women find attractive. Confidence also stems from how we feel about ourselves. A man with a fit lifestyle naturally feels good about the way he looks and hence is more confident. So then she goes on to talk about the many different ways that you could be a fit man. And I think what it really comes down to, I think it's more than just physical fitness. It's more than that entirely. It's more about just the word health. Okay, the word health. Now, when you think of health, what do you think of? Oftentimes, what you think of is you think of going to the doctor and getting some medication, right? I need to go to the doctor. I need to have a physical, right? Yeah. I don't even know why. I should probably delete that. I can edit this and get rid of all the stupid stuff, but I don't think I'm going to. You go and you get a physical at the doctor. The doctor tells you that you have high blood pressure and he gives you medication. That's his solution for that. That's not a very good solution. The better solution is you look at your lifestyle and what is it in your lifestyle that's causing you to have high blood pressure? Well, you eat too much. You're too heavy. You eat the wrong foods. You're eating processed foods. Okay? So if you're a guy that cares about the things that you eat, that's the first step. Care about the things that you eat. Care about the things that you drink. Care about the things that you drink. So many people these days drink sugary or fake sugary carbonated beverages. Those fake sugary carbonated beverages in the long run will destroy you. I have a friend who is the same age as me who drinks those kinds of things every single day. A lot of them. Drinks probably 2 liters of Diet Coke every single day. And he looks 20 years older than me. We went to a home show, and at this home show there was this health person there who was measuring people's elasticity in their skin, and he was certain he was healthier than I was because I weigh more than he does, and he's thinner. He appears to be thinner. Right? And he works outside all day long, and he's in the sun. And so they measured his elasticity, and they measured my elasticity. This was, I don't know, some 20 years ago. I think I was 40. His measured 20 years older than he was, and mine measured 10 years younger than I was. And he was stunned, absolutely stunned. And then he said, well, this doesn't mean anything. And he even paid for it. It was $120 for both of us. This was 20 years ago. It was really expensive. He's like, I want to do this. I want to prove to you that I'm healthier than you are. I said, okay. Well, he eats at McDonald's, drinks McDonald's Diet Coke all day long, switches from McDonald's Diet Coke to Budweiser every single night, drinks about 12 Budweisers every single night, eats crap. And that's part of his unhealthy lifestyle. So if you want to be in good shape, being in good shape is more than going to the gym, because you could eat all that crap and go to the gym, and that doesn't make you healthy. No, it doesn't make you healthy. Yoga, meditation, any sport, swimming, whatever, going to the gym, cycling, whatever it might be, those things do not make you healthy. What makes you healthy is the food that you eat. You need to get off the medications that big pharma is putting down your throat, and get into something that is some foods that actually will heal your body. That's the most important thing. If I could talk about nothing else, I'd talk about how foods can heal your body. But nobody wants to hear about that. And you might be one of those people who laugh at people who buy organic. You know why people buy organic? Yeah, it's because of pesticides. Because there are chemicals in the foods that you eat if you don't eat organic